Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Julie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if we can get this on here. Hi, everybody. Yay. So I get to use my new old phone, and I'm filming on my new phone. So, welcome. There we go. That was weird. It said wait for next stream. Like, oh no. So, welcome to Freebie Friday. Hi Marion, welcome. Hi Susan. Hi Big Mama. Hi Savannah. We'll go ahead and say hello. This is a live. So, hi Karen and Sherry, welcome. And I don't know how I went there. Let's go back. Okay, so yeah, welcome. Did it again. I'm gonna have to be careful. I don't know what the deal is here. What the dealio is. I'm wearing my dog mom shirt. It's a dog mom day. I'll be hanging out with them later. We're having fireworks and stuff in our area already. So, okay, this is ridiculous. Just stay where you are. Okay. I gotta use from down here. Okay, and Irma's here too. Hi, Irma. Welcome. Okay. Okie dokie. So we have our Friday freebie. It is available in the patreon.com / Dearjuliejulie. It should be in the crafty community, but I did just see somebody's note that they're not able to find it. So I will have to go check that after today's video. Usually they are found in the crafty community. Sometimes when I upload it, it doesn't go into the files. And so, hi Mary, welcome. I make mistakes. I make a lot of them. I get called out on a lot of them. So I'll just let you know that I probably made that mistake. So I have already cut out the pieces. I had a live chat video with our Patreons yesterday, and probably in July. Now, the 4th of July is on a Thursday, so there will not be a craft-in chat on that day. But you know what? On the, oh gosh, it's going to be hard. Maybe the 1st of July, first, second, third, fourth. Maybe on the 1st of July in the afternoon, the Patreon, we can try a Zoom. Okay, so I'll try and put that on the thing. The other thing is our VIP is on hold. Tom is having a procedure. He has some doctor's appointments, and they all take away. So possibly we could do the VIP on the 1st of July. So you guys let me know if that will work for you. If you are a VIP, that means you finished your May journal. And so let me know if 1 o'clock on the 1st, which is a Monday, will work for you. Otherwise, we'll have to wait a couple Wednesdays. Okay? So here we go. We have, this is what your freebie is. Today is World Music Day. So I went with that as a theme. Hi, Kendra. Hi, welcome. So, yeah, did I miss? Hi, Gail. Hi. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Where'd we go? We went somewhere. Okay, so I never had that happen with I still have the old phone. So this was a 6. That was a 12 Max Plus. So it has the awesome camera. I'm excited that when we bought, Tom and I bought an iPhone 30. Actually, we bought 2 15s, 15 and 15, 30. Yeah. Okay. So it's a family joke here. We got the 15 plus. It does not have the fabulous, wonderful camera. It just has a great camera. But I was able to keep my 12. So it's like I have a computer, which is, you guys, I can't even tell you how awesome it is to be able to have one of them working and be able to work with the other one. I've been able to get several videos ready. And so Julie, camera is catching the stand. Oh, thank you. Okay, so, and it's catching it on the top, which is weird. Usually it's catching it on the bottom. We'll turn it a little bit. Like that. Okay. Is that better? Thank you, Big Mama. Hi, Regina. Regina, the freebies in the Patreon. I saw your note, and I think I messed up, and it did not go into the files. Like, probably I did not send post. It probably did the, are you sure you want to post it? And I probably didn't finish it. So I'm really sorry for that. So I have this, again, during the Patreon call, or the Patreon craft with me, we cut this out. And so we cut this piece to be a stamp, and then we just cut around these pieces. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our Dad's Bank envelope. Now remember, whenever there's a Dad's Bank envelope, you can use this as a template and cut out something else that you, I don't know if there's anything in this calendar that, no, that's the big page. We've got tulips, we've got, let's see if any of these will, I can use this in something I have coming up. So, so you can go ahead and use this as a template and cut out something else that you might want to have or use. So the wrapping paper or the packaging or something like that. And then, why can't I find a pen? So, I want to stay away from this because I like those to be able to use that for something else. I think I want to go with the mostly yellow. It's kind of, you know me, I hate using paper the wrong way. Okay. We'll go ahead and go here. Okay. So, yeah, so if I you know, if there's a library card or something else and you like the shape of it from one of my freebies, go ahead and use it as a template. You have my permission to use it as a template. I don't know if you need my permission, but, you know, just in case you should or do or whatever. Okay, so now I will have a backup piece. Now, if I was going to put this on the inside of here, then I would just glue it down and use that as the background. So just FYI, that's not what I'm doing here. I'm actually making another Dad's Bank envelope. Okay. I will put this will go in my box of goodies to use in upcoming journals. Or if I know that somebody likes irises, then maybe it'll go in as some happy mail in their order. So, hi Tommy. So what is everybody doing this weekend? Let's find out what people are doing. I have a couple questions to ask you today during the video. So what's everybody doing today? Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut out this because I think it's cool. Isn't that cool? It says notes on the top and we've got that down there. I mean, literally, we could go ahead and do something like that and have a little note paper. Couldn't get it in Patreon either. Have you gotten it in Patreon before, Regina? Ah, you're babysitting. Big Mama's going to finally start the challenge. I know she's been working on her VIP, and of course she had her road trip. So that I'm excited for her to get started. I want you guys to know that I did six things yesterday and made videos of them. This really can be a very fast challenge. Oh, Karen's scrapbooking at the church. Oh my gosh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. So for us, we had one thing we were supposed to do, and then that got canceled, and so we were going to go to my high school has a picnic every year, and we never can go because it's usually set up to be the same weekend as Tom's family's reunion. And of course, we want to go to that because people plan for that all year and come. You know, sometimes they come from other places, you know, around the globe, and so we always plan to be there. Plus, Tom brings some of the apparatus, all the armed forces flags, because we have members of the family that have been in all the branches, actually except the Coast Guard. We almost got a nephew-in-law or something like that, that was Coast Guard, but that didn't happen. So but he has a setup of all the flags, and so, and then we take the tetherball and some other things, and one of the easy ups that and then this time we're actually taking a tent because that's next week. Okay, so but during our picnic next week, the gender reveal of our new grandbaby will happen in Las Vegas, and we are FaceTiming and having the reveal at the picnic. So okay, so actually making this into the Dad's Bank envelope, we haven't done that in a while. So I think they make really cute, especially this size. They just make a really cute like tag. Okay, so remember, at the bank, your dollars would go here and your coins go in here. And I just think this makes a really cute little tag here on National Music Day. And so for this one, since we're kind of sticking to the pink, look at here. We can go. I'm going to go grab this note also. So again, this month for our challenge is the just junk and household items. Okay, I'm gonna use this like this. Okay, so this is what we've got on the back of it, which I think is totally cool. Crafting and watering the garden and your flowers and yard work. Big Mama's gonna make a video. Regina has a wedding to go to. Okay, how fun. Okay, it's, oh, you missed Cat. Have we had any bots? The others will help you, Big Mama. That's if we have someone that's disturbing, then you just go ahead and you guys can report them, and then she can put them in timeout. So, okay, so we're good. Yeah, so far we're good. Okay, so I took that off the calendar and put that in, and but I think I want to back this with something. What do we have hanging around? My scrapbooks box is underneath my big Bible, so I can't. I could get to it, but I can't. I could, but I can't. Oh, this is for the pink, so I can use this. I can use this. Okay, this is not going in my challenge journal, so I'm gonna go ahead and put glue on here. Okay, and I'm gonna take the raw edge corner and I'm going to put it down in there. Okay, and I let it grab some glue. Hopefully it didn't grab any to do that. Tommy says as little as possible. So, frying fish. There we go. Okay, so we added the masking paper. Again, remember this is not for my challenge journal, so I can use whatever I want. I don't have to stay within the parameters, which there are a whole lot of things we can use this month in our challenge journal. There will be a challenge in July. I announced that the other day in a video. So excited about that. That will happen on July 1st. The Diamond, Emerald, Pearl, and Topaz, I'm calling the DEPT, the Department of Patreon. They will have I'm going to use this piece this is from my mom's scarf. I am going to use this. I think it'll be pretty on here. But they get their sneak peek on the 27th of what we're doing. And then they will get early entry into the group with the instructions, the written instructions. And then they get access to the video, the full video. That is their perk. So the other thing that brings up, so Patreon is the subscription part of Dear Julie Julie. And so you guys, I wanted to post this really cute, it had pictures of when I did my fishing journal, and I had a sale on that journal kit. But I wanted to repost it, and in the post it talked about that being on sale. So what I did was I put all of the digitals on sale for the weekend for 50% off. We didn't get to do anything for Father's Day as far as a sale or anything. So to take care of that, we're going to put everything, plus it's the, yesterday was the first day of summer. We had that big full moon last night. And so for all those reasons, I am putting the digitals all on sale for 50% off. And if you are a DEPT, that's a Diamond, Emerald, Pearl, or Topaz, you have a special code for 70% off. So the way the sale works this time is you do need to use the promo code GOFISH. The promo code is GOFISH, and the Diamond, Emerald, Patreon, Pearl, Topaz, your code is in the Patreon. So I could go ahead and put these together, and you'd have a little kind of a scrappy note, but I think I'll just put that in there. I like that in there. And then you can put something in here, but you could, if you were, wanted to put this like in a birthday card, and you could fold up the dollars and put them in here, and then put some change, maybe a Sacagawea quarter, or not quarter, dollar in here. Hi, Melanie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Friday Freebie. So the freebie is available at patreon.com/dearjuliejulie. This is it. Okay, and we just took the Dad's Bank envelope and we made a little tag that you can then put in to your journal or whatever project that you're working on. Okay, and so that's that one. Okay, and you can also go ahead and add one of the words if you wanted to. Okay, I've been adding the words to my things, my pink things. So let's see, what do we got? Sing, we've got music, we've got song. I'm going to do sing. So you guys enjoying the words on the Friday freebies? Okay, so I've started a place for Pink Daisy stuff, and so I'm excited to have that. Okay, also we will be working with this in just a few. So next we have the bird on the tree, and I did put that one in there to go with our, where did it go? Our Patreon, our Emerald Patreon Purple Kit. Emerald Patreon Purple Kit. This is their May kit, which is Paris related. Okay, so the Emeralds got this kit. I'm missing some pieces because I am the Patreon stepchild. They get they get all the best stuff, and I get what's left over. But really, the purple. So I took an ADD or an ADHD test yesterday, and yeah, one of the things is about losing things, and you know I always lose things. I lose them in right here on the desk in front of everybody. So I put it right where I meant to put it so that I would be able to find it. That's why these things all have a home. Like my glue and my daubers, they have a home so that I know where they live. The pin has a home. Okay, so we're going to put these up out of my way so I don't lose them. Hi, Kathy Ashley. Welcome. Okay, so this is what part of what they got. Again, they got a couple other things that there were only enough to give them, so I didn't get them. There is a whole little container of embellishment goodies. We call it the findings. So there's some brads, some eyelets, some beads, some bling, and a cute little bag. Some floss there. This is my stamp. They got this bird stamp set. And then a whole bunch of papers that I have. They also got several napkins this month. Okay, so they got the hummingbird napkin and some more papers. They got some of that gold foil that we've used a couple times. So we'll be playing with these once I switch back to purple again. Okay, so some hummingbird pages, the guests and gifts page. This is a couple of note papers, another napkin, another hummingbird. This cool envelope, and some of my favorite papers, and their matte papers should have a little bit of lavender on it. Okay, and it goes with their digital that they're going to receive this month. And there are still a couple of emerald spots available if you wanted to be an Emerald Patreon and help to support me and my channel. You'll receive a kit like this, and you'll have access to all the digitals that I have ever put on Patreon, okay, at this time. So, yeah, that's the $25 level. They also, of course, they're part of the DEPT, so they get the sneak peek. On the 27th, they get the extra 20% off. Well, they always get 20% off digitals, and they get 20% off on top of whatever the sale is for digitals. Hi, Scrap to Crafts. Hi, Diane. Welcome. Okay, so that was the commercial for that. And so, yeah, so the bird on the tree, it's going to go with what their kit is this month. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over and pull out the stamp set. Okay. And I might use, I'm using calendar today. So, oh, I like the word beautiful. Which bird do we want? Do we want to do the hummingbird? Kind of like the hummingbird. Okay. Yeah, so again, if you did not know, the digital is available at patreon.com/Dearjuliejulie, and it should be in the crafty community also. You do need to be on a desktop, I understand, or be in the desktop app to get in through to the file section in the crafty community. Okay, so that's just something that Facebook does so that they are not using as much bandwidth to run that app. Okay, so you need to go in, I believe, through through your browser and do the crafty community through your browser, not through the Facebook app. Okay? That's what I've been told. Okay. Ooh, that stamped really nice. Really, really nice. I think we'll go ahead and stamp another one just in case I mess this one up. We'll have another one. So, yeah, so happy Friday. Friday. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put it back. Just so I don't lose it, right? So I made my first loaf of sourdough bread yesterday. I gave myself an E for edible. I did do it. I did make it. I am really proud of myself. I think the hardest part of it has been the timing. Figuring out when you do all the things, to be able to do all the things, to have it be ready when you want it to be ready. And it was ready right before Tom walked in the door. He's really impressed. But it did not fluff up enough. And so it could have been because my house was cooler inside than I thought it was. So yeah, but it turned out it is very tasty. In my research, I found out that the sourdough bread that I've been buying at the store was fake sourdough bread. They actually add yeast, and they add a couple of other things to it to make it taste like sourdough. So I'm excited. Like I said, I gave myself an E for edible. You're starting a new Etsy shop. Congratulations. Have you had one before, or is this totally new to you? And so if anybody has information for her, go ahead and share. So one of the things that I found is that people that message me and ask me, you know, they'll say I haven't sold anything. Nobody seems to be going there. So one of the things is you need to know that for the most part, you're probably going to need to be able to drive the people to Etsy. So I've had 10 sales total where Etsy, they came from an Etsy ad, and that's documented. That's why I know that. So I have not paid for any ads. Pig Mama has a cup on the curb. Oh my gosh, she's silly. Okay, so I have some lace over here. Again, this is not for my challenge journal, so I can go ahead and use this piece of lace. I'm going to bring it in and put it right across the top here. I'm using a thicker copy paper here, so just have that note out there. Hi, Katie. Welcome. So, patience is one thing. Good pictures. I've failed in that. I'm not. My pictures are not great. My descriptions are not great. The majority of my customers, they come from here. They come from my videos. They come from our community. Didn't say I have any money in it. So it has worked out very well for me. Now I've done other businesses. So where I had to pay to have a website. I had to pay to have someone, I paid a separate fee. Okay, so Mary Kay, I paid for a website every year. I paid a fee to use a credit card processor, and then I paid out of the sale, I paid credit card processing each time. One of the things that happens is that you do get, sometimes you get a discount on your shipping. However, I think it's because of where they are. They also charge tax on your shipping. So, so what I figure, and you'll see when if you're investigating, you're like doing research, that a lot of people are very upset with Etsy and the pricing, and that, you know, they don't get sales just because they put something in there. Some people do, but the majority of people do not. And my thing is, I don't have to switch gears and go and either pay somebody to do a website. I have someone. My son has been building websites since he was 12. But then to have someone every time a law changes, every time the tax rate changes, all the things, I don't have to worry about that. Etsy takes care of that. So I have figured that in my my process. The other thing is apparently I have a little bit of number dyslexia. Okay, so not to take away from those that have been diagnosed with it, but I mess numbers up on addresses sometimes. And so I have found, because you as the consumer put your address in, that it's probably right. And I did not superimpose or mess up or switch the 2 and the 7 in your address, and it goes to your neighbor instead of you, or it goes to lost mail. So that has been another thing. Um, so the thing is, one of the things that happens with Etsy is, if I say somebody wanted to buy this card, okay, it's I could send this out in a little tiny envelope, right? Well, on Etsy, your things need to be tracked, and so your things need to be tracked, and so you can't just send it like you would as a regular 55-cent letter. Well, now it wouldn't be 55 cents because I just added this from this card. I mostly use Etsy. When I have a sale, I actually like we'll be having some more fabric sales. We have a wallpaper sale coming, and I usually do those on Fridays. And we take everything that you purchased, and I make an invoice, and I put a special order for your total in into the Etsy. Okay, so you'll see there's a couple there that from my last sale that it says special order for such and such, and then but with the other thing that happened was, when I do a sale, it's like I am giving you sale, like bottom price, and but I also have my shop set for 30 orders of $35 or more, get free shipping. And I had 2 orders that I ended up paying more than I made. So I'm trying to figure that out. So yes, Venmo or PayPal if it needs to be mailed. So I just started using PayPal, because what happened was I couldn't use my PayPal because the people that pay rent for living in my parents' house were paying it to the PayPal. Well, now they all Venmo. So that took them out of the PayPal. I didn't want to mix my money. So now I can use that PayPal for that. Okay. I know that's a TMI for many, but for those that asked, I'm glad to give you that information. So I am very happy, personally, very happy with Etsy. I do, it's sad to see that, when you sell something and they take that much. And but they did start a new thing a few months ago, that when you purchase from an Etsy seller and they've put a special link, and I've done this, I've put a special link out there to my channel or to my shop, and Etsy gives me a rebate because I brought the traffic. Etsy didn't bring the traffic. So they are giving me a rebate from your purchase because I got you there. And so that's really cool when that I mean, it's only cents, but when you make 20 sales and maybe it's 5 cents on each order, that's $1. I used to be able to say that it might put gas in the car, but these days it won't. So I'm looking for something to put on the back of this to make it stronger, and then also give it lines. So, hi Andrea. Hello. Okay. Oh, they're on the radio. So that was the other thing. So I started to tell you. So I was going to go to, we were going to go to my class reunion. Well, it ends up, it's the 100-year anniversary of my school, and they sold out. And the way that they wrote it, it made it sound like, don't bother coming because we sold out. Well, the majority of people in the class above me, this is their 45-year class reunion. And they were not planning, they were not planning to go to the barbecue part, but they wanted to go and see everybody. And, well, anyway, since I didn't think I could go, I did not get a reservation. So then when I saw the way that it was worded, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to drive 2 hours and not be able to get in. And, so I took it off our thing. Those things that it always once since we've been married. One time that it wasn't the same weekend as our, yeah, look at me doing math. That it didn't conflict with our family picnic. Okay. So I was all excited. We were going to get to go. And so then I saw that. And so I told Tom, yeah, we don't have to go. Well, it ends up, you guys know that we are amateur radio operators. So yeah, we have those giant antennas on our house. And we do that as a hobby, but also for our community, for disaster help and disaster preparedness and all that. So this weekend is the official field day. And that's where you go somewhere else, set up radios, and you make contacts all around in your area and all around the world. It's a lot of fun. And they do it in a park. And then up on the mountain, they do it in a campground. And then there's places all. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me. Okay, can you see me? Can you see me? I don't know if you can see me. Okay, good. Okay. So so really simple. I stamped on, I really like this. I stamped on the masking paper. This is from the paint section at Lowe's or Home Depot. Added the lace to the back, added this from my mom's scarf, and then added the packaging. This was from the flowers that Ellie got at her graduation, and she was throwing them away, and I was like, I'll take that. She goes, oh, Nanya, you and your trash. Kids call me Nanya, all of them, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so they're real simple. I've made it now. If it needs to be smaller, I can cut this packaging down to just the size of the tag. But for right now, I'm going to go with, you know what, Regina? I saw you ask, and I don't remember. Let's see. And there's nothing on my note that tells me how many, so you're probably going to have to watch like the beginning and the end of the video. Use an index card or Project Life card 3x5, ribbon, stickers, packaging, guest check or receipt, note papers, fabric, add paper. Use same paper type in your June journal. And you can use something already made. So that was for the mini challenge, the required mini challenge, but I don't have how many pages. I don't think I said. Does anybody remember? I'm sorry I didn't write that down, you guys. That was right after we got back from vacation. Yeah, Katie says she doesn't think there was any. I think I told you, use what you want. The main thing is the things that you want to be able to add to your kit for your June challenge, add them in there. That was the whole, I think that was the whole thing about that. And what did I use? Oh, I made my garden journal out of it. Okay, so just has to fit. Yeah, I don't think there was a requirement. You just have to be able to put, okay, thank you guys. Okay, so yeah, so with our challenge, we also do a mini challenge, and it's we call it the gift component. So you're able to make something that's totally separate, but can be a part of your challenge. A lot of times it gives us more items that we're able to use in a challenge, because once we start making it, you're like going, oh wow, I wish I could use. So when you do it, then you get to add those other things. I really like this. So we're kind of eclectic here today on World Music Day, but we've got a tag using the bird on the tree, and we have Dad's bank envelope. Now for this I could use in my challenge. I'm looking up to see what I have left on my list to use. Oh, you guys, I tore up. I'll have to show you that later in a later video. But I took my address book that I've had since I was in junior high, and I was going through it, and the majority of the people in it, like all the ones that are married, are not married anymore. Many of them are no longer, they have passed away. Most of them, those phone numbers are no longer work because they were landlines. And so I took it apart, and I only had one whole page that was empty on both sides. And I only had like 4 pages where it only had like one name written in. It was so full. I think I'm going to use my coffee filter. Okay, so I have the coffee filter. And I want to use my list of things I've already made. So if I use a coffee filter, and what can we make out of a coffee filter? Let's see, double-sided round tape, 4 postcards, 2 scrappy notes, tassel or dangle. No, I made my tassel. You haven't seen it yet, but I made it. I made a bunch of things yesterday. Well, we need 2 scrappy notebooks. So, I'm thinking that we could use, I know, I should have figured this out ahead of time. I did not. Shame on me. Okay, let me come over here. Tell them to go away. They're unknown and okay, so we're going to go ahead and if you do more than 20, you know what? I'll make a post, Tommy, for us to put all the extras, and then add the pictures to your photo album. Okay? Okay, so if we do this, okay, so that can be our cover. Okay, I have an idea. Oh my gosh, I have an idea. Okay, so we're making a scrappy notebook. I'm making a scrappy notebook out of a coffee filter. I just came up with this just now. I'm going to put this in. Okay? I'm going to put this in. This is from today's goodie. And let's see. I'm going to put this so it goes, this side goes all the way up to the top. No, I don't like that. Okay. If I put it in the middle. So this is how I play when I'm figuring things out. I'm going to have this so that it goes into my journal like this. I need to make sure that it's under 5.5. It is, so we'll be good. And there. Okay. Okay, I'm putting it in. Figure out where it goes to. It goes to here, and it goes to here. I'm going to put glue on the coffee filter. Okay, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put glue on the coffee filter over here. So, yeah, so this is not a repeat. I have never done this before. I have never seen this before. Okay, I went, oh, okay. I'm going to end up with, okay. So you see what we've got going on here. We saw it here first. Okay, now do I want to fold this up? So I don't want it to be even. I want there to be a little bit on the back, I think. Okay, so there we go. And I am going to go with the fact that, yeah, one side is smaller than the other. I'm okay with that. I am now anyway. Okay. Okay, so there we go. We have that. Now, for the scrappy notebook part of this, I'm going to add a notebook on the inside of this. You love it when the... Okay, so I have this. It's a little bit bigger than... I have this. It's a little bit bigger than that. But it's going to work. This is my homonym, synonym, antonym book. I have a hard time with those. Mainly the synonym. Because my mouth wants to say cinnamon. Just being real, just being real. Yeah, I'm going to do something to the front of it with the digital. I want to use this as a pocket. Okay, so using that to close it off as a pocket, and that'll close off those other places. Now, for this month, you can come in and you can put whatever you want in your pockets that you don't, it's not an ensemble. I can come in and put a index card in there, and that is going to be fine to fill my pocket. As a matter of fact, I think I want to put one on the inside of the one that's going to come up. So I'm just going to, and that'll give me a pink background. Okay, that'll go in there. That'll give me a pink background. Okay, but this is going to be one of my pages inside here. And again, I'm just shopping on my shopping my desk. Does anybody else like to shop their desk? Yes, they do still need to be embellished. Yes, good question. Okay, I'm going to put this one in. It's going to give me a plain side and the other. In my scrappy notebook. And you know what? You got a new dance. Okay. Okay, I like it on the top. I like it on the top. Okay, so this line is not straight with that. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one even. That's I found a lot of craft stuff when I cleaned. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. So first I'm gonna fold it this way so that I can see the line. Okay, but I don't want it to go in here this direction. I want it to go this direction. So I'll go back and fold it that way. That just makes it easier for me to put it in. And I have a scrappy notebook. Okay, so it's going to come out. It's going to have this and this and this and this and this. And I really like it. Okay. Now I'm going to look over here in my needles and threads, and I have this, which we've been using. So a way to use a coffee filter, if I'd have had one that was coffee dyed, that would have been even better. But they're sitting out in the bring it into the house from the garden, and I didn't bring them in yet. They're really grungy. Oh my gosh, they're so grungy. Big Mama, I was talking to her on the phone before I went on vacation, and I was trying to use my mom's chair to get the coffee filters that are from our actual coffee. Okay, so from our actual coffee. Tom has actually been saving them for me. He's got a little system. However, we had ants the other day, so that is on hold at the moment till we make sure that they are really gone. I oranged them. I used the orange cleaning stuff and sprayed them. They're the little tiny ones. They bite. Those little tiny ants. Yeah, now you're hungry. Well, I'm going to have something made with my sourdough bread. Tom is having, he gets a roast beef sandwich and a ham sandwich for his 2 lunches today. There we go. Something you don't see me do very often. I don't do the sewing. And so I'm just going to close that off. So this is one. We need 2 scrappy notebooks. So I'll make another one out of a coffee filter. My brain is thinking because I want to see if I can come up with something different. Okay, so I have my Dearjuliejulie digital. Okay, and technically I've added thread, I've added packaging, I've added book by putting it in the pages in here. So, but I want this to go into a pocket. Say this is a pocket. This will go into the pocket like that. Okay. I'm going to use the stamp from today's Friday freebie. Grab my cancellation goodie. Maybe I need some ink. Synonym bread. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm going to just use this as my backing paper because I'm looking around and I don't see my backing paper. So this freebie that I'm using, this is it. If you came in later, it is available in patreon.com/Dearjuliejulie. It's in the public section. And so you can go there and grab it and use it and enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put it there and there. Okay, so I've canceled it. So I stamped on it. I stamped. I'm going to ink it also. So stamping, sewing, inking, all those things count as part of embellishing it. Should I use the gold pen? I don't know. Should I use the gold pen? And Big Mama will always say yes. So she doesn't. She's not counting for this one. She will always say yes when the gold pen is coming out. Gold pen? Yes. I agree, Big Mama. She is so funny. Okay, I'm going to ink around it. It was such a good time. Okay. I think we'll go ahead and ink this also. So have you made a scrappy notebook with pockets out of a coffee filter before? I like it. I like it very much. Okay. I'm gold penning. Oh, you know what? There is a paper over here. I remember there's a paper over here once I start gold penning. So the household part of this, that's where you get your coffee filters, your dryer sheets, aluminum foil, parchment paper, wax paper, all those things that you might want to add in. Oh my gosh, how cool. This went through, so I don't need to go through. I just need to come down the sides on here. She's making dibs on my paper. Well, if I don't, use it on something. Okay, then we can put this in the pocket. Yeah, I don't have any trouble with aluminum. Just the one that goes with antonym and oh my gosh, homonym. That one, just that one. I have trouble with that one. Okay. Okay, we're going to add this to the front. Okay, and then we'll put the stamp on the front of the coffee scrappy notebook. And I'm going to grab that stamp. The other, oh, it's the one I took apart. Where did I put the stamps when I took it apart? I put them up here. Okay, so this one has the words on it. isn't an address, I don't think, but it kind of looks like one. So, Susan, when we're talking about one, they'll probably start talking about it in here, and then then you'll find out where to get more information. That's how, or in other groups. So, aha, Tommy, they're talking about the one Tommy's doing. Okay, so yeah, so there I have a scrappy notebook. Okay, so a variety of pages, and I made it out of a coffee filter, and I really like this. I think this is going to look great in a pocket. So okay, so brain, start thinking. Brain, where did you put the other coffee filters? I need 2 of them. Oh well. We used from the Friday freebie, we used this and this. Okay, so I will be making the other scrappy notebook on another video, because this is all about the Friday freebies. So look at there. That's our selection so far, and so using that freebie. How cool is that? Okay, we're gonna, this one needs to go with where I showed you that you can use a use it to make it as a template. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there, and then this one can just go in the front, and that's going to go in my yellow pile, my yellow box of yellow things. So because this is going into a pocket, I don't think I need to worry about so yeah, there, that'll be cool. That will be cool. Okay, so next I have, so, and then these can go on any, they can go on any. I'm going to actually save them. But this one, I have a yellow card. Okay. And so if you've seen, I have been, I found my ring, but I didn't bring it in here. I've been making, putting the verses on index cards and making a ring of the verses. So, my heart, oh God, is steadfast. My heart is steadfast. I will sing and make music. From National Music Day. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rip around this. Now, I could just rip around it, put the whole thing on here, but I kind of like the ransom note look. Okay, and I'm going to find another piece of music. Do I have another piece of music? This is a thing that I have that has a variety of things in it. Oh, look at, there's a large tag. Goody. These are all ready to go into something. I just need something with music on it. Got this little That's from the Old Fashioned Ladies. That is a exclusive digital that those that bought one of my follow along, it was a kit, and then we made a journal, and it had the follow along videos for it. Oh, look at, there's some music. But that's the Old Fashioned Ladies. That's where, but they are also part of the Victorian and Edwardian Ladies. Can you bind them into a flip? Yeah, you can. Which ones are you talking about? Are you talking about something for the challenge or just for what? I'm not understanding. This month you can do a lot of what you want. I'm just showing ideas. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on the background. Okay. Will it fit across? I'll have to. Okay. I'm going to put this one across. The coffee booklet. You can do it however you want. That was just an example. Yes, it could be a flip. Turn it the other way. Good idea. I have to make, for the collab for July, I am making a waterfall. Is my, what my day is waterfall. So that's the collab with Paper Terrace and several other creators. So I wasn't sure. You guys, most of you that are here are part of our all the time community. Do we want to do Christmas in July? Or do, or like a week of Christmas in July? What would you like to do? Let me know. I thought about making a like the Christmas list book kind of thing. Make sure you take pictures first. You don't need it or want it as a gift, huh? My heart is steadfast. Okay. And I will sing and make music. I'm enjoying these. And hi Kat, welcome. Welcome home. So I don't think I have the word heart on my. I'm going to put this down. Okay, so when you're collaging, you want things to touch if at all possible. So I think I'm going to pull something out of my little fussy cut package from vacation. So these are the things that I fussy cut while I was on vacation. And that'll give me a little more color in here. Just the fish he's been frying. Okay. So, do any of you do sourdough out there? I made the sourdough crackers again out of the discard. They turned out really good this time. Not too salty. I did not add the extra salt that the recipe called for. And it did not change the, because I was like, oh, what if it's part of the how it makes things do things. But and you guys, I have to let you know, baking is hard for me. I was my heart, oh God, is steadfast. My heart is steadfast. Okay. I was married to a world-renowned baker for he was my first husband, the father of my kids. And so baking gives me the heebie-jeebies. He did not do sourdough because that was, they just didn't. So I'm like, okay, well, there's that. So it's kind of a big deal. I'm excited. It's kind of like getting over something. Ooh, sourdough pretzels. I found sourdough tortillas. I'm excited to try that. Cinnamon rolls. Our friend does the pancakes, so we've had those before. Tom's not a pancake or waffle person. I don't really like to cook. I think I've told you guys before, when I met Tom, I told him, I said, yeah, I don't like to cook. And he thought that I meant that I said, no, I said, I don't cook. Because back then I didn't. It was just me pretty much. And I don't like it. And I didn't. However, when I have a garden, and I love to cook using my garden. Look how pretty this tears. This is the Michaels paper. This is from my old printer that printed on cardstock. So I'll have her ready to use on something. So again, I'm thinking about making those kits that have the videos to follow along and be able to come up with a journal. One of them would be using them, very similar to the one that I did before. And then I have one that is like pink and blue. It's really pretty. Dark blue, navy blue. So I'm thinking about doing that. Okay, so I have this to add to my ring. And I could go around them with the gold pen, but I think I'm just gonna leave them. I think I've seen something by that. Farmhouse on the Boone cooks all sourdough. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. And like I said, the scariest part for me has been the timing. It's like, oh man, I'd pull it out and I was going to be too late or too early. So, oops, I missed the Oh well. I'm within it. Oh, I used the small hole. Okay. So yeah, adding that to my ring. Oh heart, oh God is steadfast. My heart is steadfast. I will sing and make music. So that is for our Friday freebie for the I'm going to put that up here. I'm going to give that a... Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay. Put this up here at the... I changed my mind. I'm going to put that on here. Oh, I used sing. Where did I use sing? Haha. Okay. Where's the other one? Where's my other page? Well, we'll go ahead and put the music down. Yeah, I think, you know, one of the things is I've found with, well, you know, when you're stuck, you're not sure what to do, and I just, you know, apparently it's an ADHD thing to be just like paralyzed, stuck. But I do know that one of the things is if I take out and read from the Bible, that sometimes that can help me to get unstuck. So if I have my ring here and I'm using it here because I'm doing my devotion in the morning, and then a lot of the days something else has sprung up, and I am coming in and doing crafty art journaling, Bible journaling. So right now I don't know how to really share that with you, so I haven't done that, but there you go. Look at there. That was not planned, okay? That was not planned, but I like it. It makes it different than those. Okay, so I told you I made a page with the that has the I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. I made a page that has Jeremiah 29:11 and Jeremiah 29:12 on it with the words hope and plans. And then I did, this one's pretty bright, this one that I did. But I was just playing, and I did it on my phone. Oh, I can't find it. I guess I'm not supposed to share it. I shared it yesterday, I think. Or maybe that was in the Patreon. Okay. So, yeah, so news. VIP will be July 1st. VIP will be July 1st. And that is because Tom has appointments, and he has a procedure that I have to go with him to. And then, so our Wednesdays have things happening. And I'm really sorry. You guys know that I really do try, and I schedule my life around all of this, but I can't schedule other people's stuff. And so Tom, you know, that was scheduled. So, oh, that's your birthday. Bye, Tommy. No flip. Yes, Tom comes first always. And you guys, you know what? That's a struggle sometimes. I need to remember that. I have to tell you, thank you for that reminder. So So I end up with an extra page of these. I will be doing something else with them. And so one of the things that I've been doing is I have my giant illustrated Bible, and I purchased this because of the big edges. Look at in Psalms. Look how much space you have in some of it to decorate. And one of the things that I love about Bible art journaling is, as I'm doing it, being able to think about what I'm, to actually meditate on what I'm doing there. So those came from the same one that I showed you on the ring. Okay, so the ring had these. Okay, so Jeremiah 29:12 and Jeremiah 29:11, and then it had the giant bookmark on it, because I knew for my Bible that was going to work. This was a cut apart, and then this was also on that that I had. I ordered this Bible from Dayspring. During when we had that Bible journaling. I ordered 2 Bibles, actually. I ordered this one so that I could actually art journal in here. I haven't gotten to do a whole lot, but look at the ring on this. So there is space that it can pop up. But I've been using the bulletin from church to be able to use that. And then even sometimes the children, the explanation for children of the gospel for me is amazing. To take it and to simplify it, and a point can really come out on that. So yeah, and so I've been using those. And then leftover pieces, and some of this was from when we were doing the actual Bible journaling, or it's when I went back and redid it. So some of it's very simple, but giving me a chance to think on it. Then some days I just write in it. Sometimes I draw. What is this? Give me strength to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. No one can tame the tongue. It is restless, evil, and full of deadly poison. Our words out of the same mouth can bring joy and hurt. So, and that one, I meditated on that one a lot. The armor of God, that was from the thing that we were doing. You know what? I think that's good, Regina. It was funny because I really have been trying to be more purposeful with Tom, and about not being on my phone when I am sitting with him. So yesterday, I purposely left my phones, both of them, in the kitchen when I went out to sit with him. And he was on his phone. He was talking to me, but he was doing stuff on his phone. And all of a sudden he looked over and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you don't have your phone." And he's like apologizing. And so this is one that I did, the transfiguration with the glitter. And that was from the from our gospel from that weekend. This one also is from one of the bulletins. So being able to take the time to meditate on what we had at Mass, and then having a place. I'm learning more as I put it in this way. Okay, so yeah, so that's my big share. Yeah, so our things will have. Oh, the other thing is they have a little thing about the saints in the back of the bulletin on the children's page. So I've been collecting those, and I want to make a book of saints, and put this little short biography, and then the special prayers and things like that that go along with them. I think that'll be cool. So you run over yours all the time. Me too. You guys, he is. Yeah, I am. Like I said, I had to purposefully. It was not my first thought to not take my phone out with me. Okay, just purposefully had to do that. I'm being very honest here. Oh yeah. Well, see, you're in a totally different place, Big Mama. That is scary. It's like just with the thing that we have going on here, and I find myself more worried and paying attention in a different place. Conviction, exactly. So, yeah, please do. I am far from even a little tiny bit of perfect. You guys notice? You're gonna see the videos have the bloopers left in. I think that is fair, more fair. I have it on my heart that my place is a disaster right here, my craft room. The Patreons have gotten to see that of late. But some of the things that I feel in my heart, and I'm like, okay, if you're giving that to me, to you, meaning God, you maybe you want me to share it with the people that are out here. And I'm noticing on the news and on a couple of the shows and stuff that they're talking about how lonely people are. And for our age, many of us, it has always been a normal thing that we would be lonely. But the Generation X is lonely. That just shocks me, because that is the period of time in lives that most people are more social. Even if you're more of an introvert, it's just a place that loneliness doesn't seem to have seeped in as much, but it is astronomical at this time, and it is a worry and a thing that that we need to pay attention to, especially if we have loved ones in that space, that we reach out. And I know that the premieres on this channel were started to keep us from being lonely, to keep us from so that we had people to reach out to. We had people to check on us and to notice that we were missing for a couple days, or and to be able to share what was going on in our lives. And so that is something that is very much on my heart, and why I'm still here on YouTube, is to make sure that we have that place, and we have that place for connections. because some are fighting battles that they will never share. And having a place, a safe place to go and um, to share, to be accountable, to be loved on, to be missed, um, and to be, to have people be excited that you're there. At this, that very much feels like the purpose here. At the same time, we get to craft, and we get to love on our other crafters, and we get to share what we love to do. I mean, it's the majority of us know that our circle of people, the piece of pie that get what we like to do, is probably this big. And whether you have more people in your piece of pie, your slice is still probably that big, unless you totally surround your people like we have with, even though they're online, they're people that validate what we love to do, what our craft is, what we want to learn. Well, it's a time for every purpose, right? Didn't we just see that? That's like right on here somewhere. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. We find our people when we're supposed to find our people. And whether, yeah, I mean, Susan, you're excited that you found us, but there is somebody in here that is going to be so excited that they found you. And so I want to continue that. That is on my heart. That is on my heart. Going through some things recently that I very much could have easily just, not easily, but I could have just left. I don't make lots of money doing what I do. I'm paid way less than the kid down the street that takes out the neighbor's trash. But I find it to be my ministry, and I get to be a hostess. I get to be a hostess and a facilitator of connection, and that's what's on my heart. That's what's on my heart. Okay? And so yeah, so I hope that you notice that that I try really hard to stay on the positive side. I even, it's kind of interesting taking that test that I took for the ADHD thing. I don't have the negative, this bottom negative part. And I really very much see the cup half full, but not only that, I see the cup that is filling the cup. Okay? I see the cup that is filling the cup. I am grateful for that cup that is filling that cup. And some days that cup is Kat. And some days that cup is Irma. And some days that cup is Andrea. Lots of days that cup is Big Mama. Every day that cup is God. And so, wow. Yeah, cup is half full. Who's filling your cup? Who's filling your cup? Bind us into flip. Oh, thank you, Tommy. You're still here. Yeah. So, A lot of this, you guys have to know, is out of my comfort zone, but it is on my heart. It is on my heart. And you guys need to know that you know, that Andrea, you asked yesterday, was there a possibility of no more challenges? Yes, there was a possibility of no more challenges. There was a possibility that I would just craft and turn on the thing every once in a while, but I was not going to stick to schedule anymore. I mean, now I've been praying about this for 2 months, trying to figure out what I was supposed to do, because I got the wind knocked out of me. And at the same time, I realized it was because I took a fork in the road that was not the path that I was supposed to be on. And I had to have things cleared out to be able to get back on the path that I'm supposed to be on. Not just for me, but for all of you. For all of you. So. Oh, don't cry. I'm crying. I'm not crying. You're not crying. I'm not crying. We're crying. So, I'm excited to have these. You guys, if you have a favorite verse that you would like to see show up on a Friday freebie, I would love to have you put that in the comments. Like we did the words. You know, I did find out that somebody, their favorite is Jeremiah 29:11. She's not in here right now, so I won't mention her name, but she, that is her favorite. And so the other thing is I'm trying, so I will be adding that to one of the Friday freebies. I don't feel at this time that I am to lead a Bible study. Okay. I've been praying on that too. I just don't feel, that I am ready. I am not ready, but to give you the tools, and I'm going to be listening to my cup, because you know that I know that he can use me to help you, and that on a Friday you're going to pick up your freebie, and it's the words that you needed to hear. So, yes, in the comments on this video after the video. Not crying. Okay, crying. So, well, I didn't expect to go there, you guys. But you know what? I'm gonna let him do with me what he needs us to hear. And but I did need to. I want to be real, and so that is the real. With a full heart. Well, that makes my heart very, very happy. You know, I think in these times and in these times coming, we need to surround ourselves with that are the people that are filling our cup, and that if I can help with that, I am so, so grateful. And if you're out there watching and you want to have a conversation, you can message me. And like I said, I am no Bible scholar. I'm doing this so that I can learn some addresses. I know so many of these verses. I have no idea where they were in the Bible. But I do have to tell you that on the ones that I have researched further, as I said, like this one came up in a devotion, and I researched it further, and the part of this that spoke to my heart on that day, telling me the thing that I needed to hear in a very non-congruent way. I mean, it wasn't like just reading this, it was my ADHD brain that took me somewhere else, that gave me an answer that I have been looking for. And it was not in this part. I get this part. It was in this. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me. When you seek me with all your heart, I will be found by you, declares the Lord, and will bring you back from captivity. That was an answer that I needed. And then he used the phone. That's another story. So, and the same thing happened with this one, and I wish I could find the one that I made, the page that I made. It's really, like I said, it's really bright. It was not what I was expecting. Apparently I had turned on a teal background, and so that teal background showed up on that page around the letters. I was like, oh, and I didn't have more time to change it, but I don't know where it went. But it also was one, oh, there it is. Okay, so really bright. Okay, there's a song. We know that one, right? There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Or there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens, a time to be born, a time to die. All, you know, we all have heard this. We've heard it in a song. We've heard it probably at church. And so this is what I did. I took it and I put it on these. That was me just playing with some things that I had in my phone. But I actually did it, and it's going to go in my craft room. It's the colors of my craft room. So, like I said, I was like, okay, I got to just get it on there. But this part, that was what was in my devotion. And then when I went and found the rest, I was like, okay, we need the whole thing. So, oh, yes, you guys, thank you that are still, well, thank you, everybody. Thank you all that are still here. So that's probably what we'll be doing on our, well, depending when, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. I really like that we got to use those words, and so I have the word song still on my desk. But yeah, and I mean, you could take a coloring book page and put a coloring book page, put your stuff over it. My mom used to color in an adult coloring book while she was doing devotions. And I've shown you guys right after she passed away, so 2019, there's a video out there, and it's different ways of journaling. My mom journaled in a coloring book, and she actually journaled in the leaves, and then she journaled around the page and all of the things. And so, being able to bring the things that we love to help us to get our thoughts on paper sometimes is a great idea. Oh my gosh, we've got lighter hearts. Yay! I love that. I love that. So, so please tell me in the comments after the video goes up what your favorite Bible verse is. And then also, anytime that you would like to share a Bible verse, um, if it's on your heart to share a Bible verse in our crafty community, I'm asking you, I'm practically begging you to put it in there, because he might be using you to put a word out there from him to somebody else that needs to hear it. You know, so many of us are, I was thinking about this the other day. Um, and this is something I think about all the time, is how God can use me and how he uses me in the right place at the right time. And I don't go out in the public very much anymore. I used to literally, I could see it. I could be at a store and I could see him use me in in a conversation, because I bumped carts with somebody and something, and the conversation happened, and I knew when I left that conversation that it, whatever happened in that conversation, he used me to lift somebody up or to give them some information that they needed to have. Not always Bible verses and things like that, but just because a conversation came up and I had a keychain that said something that made them ask me a question, and I was able to give them information that they were able to take and use. I've always believed that I had that. I mean, that was something that happened in my life, because years later, people would come in, or weeks later, and say, you you said this, and it changed. It changed. Maybe not that it changed my life, but it put me in the right direction. You put me in touch with the person that gave me this job. Just things like that were just random. And because my faith tells me that that can be part of how our realm of the world works. And with what happened here a few years ago, that might not be happening so much for so many people, whether you're afraid to go out or you just don't go out. For some, it's because there isn't the financial situation to be able to go out and be and about with people. So you might not be being put in situations that he can use you. And so I remember several years ago having someone talking, and they talked about that, if somebody comes to your mind, just clear out of the blue, that could be one of those times that he's asking you to reach out, whether it be with a letter or a phone call or a visit. And so acting on those in this time where so many people are lonely, we have the internet, but people are still not sure where to go to find out the right information or real information. We want information from real people, right? Because what do they say? If it's on the internet, it must be true. But with the manipulation of the internet, it could be that our information is not true. It's like some of these places that sell dresses. I want to talk to a real person. Have you bought a dress from those people? That's why I do the haul videos. I'm not a, look what I got. Oh my gosh. I got all this stuff. No, I'm putting it out there so that you can see it. I'm using it so that you can see that it's good stuff, it's quality, or it's not. And because you know me and you trust me that I'm going to give you the right, the right, the right information. Yeah, and there is so many things not on the internet. As a matter of fact, I have to go look something up here because I met a young man at the store, and he asked for money, and I was like, ugh, it's like, but my heart was like, what if this was my boy? What if he's got himself in a situation, and so, um, because I'm a volunteer for um, the local here, I don't, um, I don't give money. It's suggested that we do not give money. But I was like, "Are you hungry?" And he goes, I have these drinks. That's why I was asking for money, is I wanted to get these drinks. I said, well, let's go get you something to eat. And I'm not telling you this because in the beginning of this whole thing, I was not that person. But something hit my heart and said, this kid needs something. And then as we're talking, and he says, he told me what his situation was and that he was looking for a homeless shelter. And where we are, there is nothing. And I'm like, well, I asked him if it's okay if I call the local law enforcement. And I told him why, because I am a volunteer. And because I said, I don't know who to tell. I don't know to tell you where to go. Well, I didn't get an answer. So he gave me his information. And then, the other side is going, well, don't use your phone to call him. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like a battle. You try to be good, and my conscience is still, and so anyway, so I'm in the middle of that. I've got to go find out information because I don't know. I don't know where to send him that he can actually have a place. But I also still had the place not to invite him into my home. Um, but, uh, you know, but God was able to use me to get him something to eat, some water, and he seems like a good kid. He didn't seem like a charming kid because there are those out there. Um, so yeah, I don't know why I went there, but anyway, God being able to use you. So if you have something on your heart, you have a verse that shows up in your devotion. I know so many of you do devotions or go to church or have things come across your your Facebook feed, and I think that sometimes those things. It's like I know I have a couple people that post every day, yet I don't see their posts every day. Okay, they post a verse every day. Um, and I don't see their verse every single day. So I kind of think that when I do see it, it's because I'm supposed to. Okay, so I guess that's where I'm trying to go. Yep. Yes, and you did that, Big Mama. You opened your house up to all those people. That was amazing. Tom would not allow that. I'm going to sneeze. How rude. Okie dokie. Well, you guys, we took our Friday freebie. It's very eclectic, but it did have a theme, World Music Day. So I hope you go out and do something musical. You could do the flip. What is it? the flip dance or something like. Thank you, thank you. I will. Kathy, I did check, um, and I have not heard back. So yeah, I know there is not anything to my little town. It's in the big town, but because it's not winter, I don't know where to send him. In the winter, I know where to send him because we have places that are actual shelters in the winter because we freeze. But in the summer, yeah, do not know because they can go into they can go into the mall or to the stores and cool off. There are cooling places, um, or people can. I should just say it that way. Okay, so we took our Dad's Bank envelope and we turned it into a Dad's Bank envelope. I did add the green paper to the backing here. I think that just makes it look much nicer. I used the little notes page from the calendar, and added the word sing down here. I did use some of my mom's scarf up here. I love it. And then the other page from the calendar, and I showed you how to use the Dad's Bank envelope that is in today's Friday freebie and use it as a template to make your Dad's Bank envelope out of whatever you want. And some of you are going to go, that's obvious. Well, for some people, it might not be. So I went ahead and I wanted to make sure. I also wanted to make sure that you had permission to know that you could do that. Okay. Because some people are waiting for permission. My number one personality trait, when I did the Gallup poll personality trait test, is an includer. I want to make sure everyone's included. That means on instructions. That's why my challenges are the way they are. And why I give more information, even for those that have the personality types that don't need all the information. There are those of us, me included, that need more information because we want to make sure we're going to do it right. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll check with that too. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, so we also took the bird on the tree and added it to a backing. This has little lines on it. This was the packaging from Ellie's graduation flowers. And I still have a whole nother piece of it. I'm excited. We stamped using the bird stamps that the Emerald Patreon got. And they're also, I think there's still a couple of that slot available in the Etsy shop. The really cool thing is you'll get this in the mail if you're an Emerald. And you will also get access to all the digitals that have ever been put in the Patreon at this time. Okay, so as of today, you have access to everything I've ever put in there. There's like 3 years of digitals in there. And so the other thing was I made a scrappy notebook using a coffee filter. This will be part of my challenge journal. And I'm going to put it, usually we make the scrappy notebooks and they open from the bottom or from the side. And I thought it would be kind of different to open it from the bottom when I was looking at the coffee filter. So I've made one of the 2 scrappy notebooks. It has the Dearjuliejulie digital here and here. I used the gold pen, I stamped, and I used a thread. So plus packaging and a book. So all those things. And I did add one card in here already, an index card. And that gave me the pretty pink background. I really like it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then lastly, we went to our Bible verse, and I upgraded it from just the regular ransom note type look, and I added in the words. That was not planned. Okay, that was not planned. I did take the word steadfast because it was in here and added it to the other. But the word sing, song, and music was because today is National Music Day. So, yeah, so upgraded it. And remember that you can see all of the things that are attached to something. And that is one of the things that I learned in collage that makes it more cohesive. So yeah, so this is my little ring, and it has this week's Bible verses that I've done, and this was from last week, and I think this one was from this week too, from the time one that I did for myself, and this one I did for myself. So, but this one and this one are from Friday Freebies. Okay, you can find the Friday Freebies in the patreon.com/Dearjuliejulie. Also, hopefully you can find them in the crafty community. If they're not there, I will be going and checking out what happened. The post is probably just sitting there, and I probably didn't hit post. Or I might have scheduled it for the wrong day. That has happened. That happened with a video last week. So, yeah, speaking of that video last week, if you guys could go watch another Dear Julie video, that would be great, because I missed out on a whole day of people watching videos because I messed up. And I was at a funeral, so I couldn't fix it. A lot of times, it's like I go and do that, but then when I go to watch the video and it's not on the right date, I can fix it. And we can be there and at least start. Maybe we start a little bit late, but we get to have our premiere. That day I was actually at a funeral and was not able to change it. So is it posted now? This is in the Patreon for sure. Regina was unable to find it in the files in the crafty community. So yeah, so I will be going and checking that. Okay. So, okay, let's go through our other news. VIP will be July 1st. That is for those that finished the May challenge, and that's because Tom has a procedure, and then he has a thing at work, and then we have 4th of July and all that. So, July 1st. I did not know about his procedure, or we would have done VIP this week. I didn't know the date of it. He just kept telling me it's coming. And I'm not worried, because I make my own schedule. But I didn't expect for it to be on the day that we have something. Also, Patreons, Sapphire, Ruby, Diamond, Emerald, Pearl, and Topaz. Watch the Patreon, because we will do a test Zoom call. And I will schedule that for us to do the test Zoom call. I will schedule that information so we can test that out, and so that we can all be crafting or talking together over there for our crafting chats. And so that is happening in July. And if you want to be a part of that, that's going to be in Patreon, that we will be Zooming. And Sapphire is the $5 level. So you start off with, that is their big perk, is going to be the Zoom. Right now it's just Q&A and craft and chat. And so the $5, the Sapphire level, I brought it down. It used to be Ruby. I brought it down to Sapphire. And then at the Ruby level, you get the mini journal kit, which is 7 to sometimes 15 pages of a journal kit. That is their big thing, and it's whatever our theme is. Oh, that's right. So like last month's theme was Roses in Paris, and So these were the pages. I can't remember if these are the ruby pages, but they get a little kit, a full little kit. Yeah. So yeah, Taco Bell costs more than $5. Everything costs more than $5. Pretty much. So yeah, but that will get you normally they will be on Thursdays. When a holiday falls, we'll be scheduling another day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do on probably the first. We'll set a time for the Zoom, and so if you and again that will be Sapphire, okay. Diamond at the diamond level, which is okay. So the rubies get and you get everything that's underneath you. So if you're a Sapphire, you're gonna get the Zoom call, and you're gonna get special videos. You get your special digital, and then at the ruby level, you get the special digital kit. And of course, you're invited to the Zoom call, and other things. Okay, the opal level, which is the $3 level, they get special videos, they get special digitals, they get the journal prompts, and I've done them a little different. So yeah, so journal prompts. And then at the diamond level, you get the 20% off all digitals all the time, and 10% off journals and kits. You get your sneak peek on the 27th. And several people with that 20%, they have paid for their level there. So they get everything out. And then, oh, I love Taco Bell. That's my favorite. I even worked there back when I was a kid. My next door neighbor is in charge of all the Taco Bells where I live. She brings me things every once in a while. She knows that I love enchiladas, and it went back on the menu there for a little while. So she brought me an enchilada one day. She's like, "I'm bringing you an enchilada. Are you home?" They call me neighbor mom. I call them my neighbor children. They're the same age as our kids. Love them very much. So yeah, so diamond, and then the emerald level, they get the special mail, and these originally were supposed to be like that I could mail for $2. They've ended up being full-on little kits, okay, and the postage is usually about $5. So going from the $15 to the $25 level, and then you get this. Okay, sometimes their kits, they get two right at the beginning of the month, and then that usually means that they're going to get some extra stuff too. Let's see. Pearl, you guys have been seeing the blank journals with the ephemera kits. That's what you get as a Pearl. You get a blank journal, and your ephemera kit is that ephemera kit that you see with the journal. They don't get this. They get that ephemera kit. And then they have access to everything else. Okay. And then the topaz level is a 2-signature journal. I think it's 125. So yeah. So that's what it's at right now. Nothing is going to be taken away, but I may be adding some things. So watch for that. Okay. So you guys, thank you so much for hanging out and being here. Let's see if I can get some of the fabric and the trims. I want to do a sale, but I don't want it to be overwhelming. So what I'm, you know, yeah, so I will have a little sale next week. I'll have a little sale. I'll get some things together. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. And supporting the channel, you're supporting the channel just by being here and watching. You're supporting the channel when you give any of the videos a thumbs up. You support the channel when you share. And you support the channel when you share your information and your things in our crafty community. You share the channel when you fill each other's cup. I appreciate all of that. I want to give a special thank you to Kat and to Big Mama for being here when they can be here and helping to keep this our chat safe. We were covered by the veil today. I believe we had nothing coming in, so that was awesome. And yeah, so yeah, if you feel it in your heart to share something, like I said, in the crafty community, please do. Okay, we want it to be a community and a place. If you were here earlier, like I talked about, I very much want this to be a place that we can fill each other's cup. And you know, sometimes I might not be your cup of tea, but Big Mama might be your cup of tea, and she can fill your cup. Okay, and the same with any of the others. And your humor that happens in the chat, sometimes that can totally wash away somebody's grief that they are in the moment, the trauma that they're in the moment. So Andrea, thank you for that. Kathy Ashley, thank you for that. Big Mama, always thank you for that. Others out there that I am not able to, maybe you're not here and I'm not able to think. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, let's see. I need to go eat something so that I can continue to walk around and do stuff. I do have videos for you this weekend. They will be short videos. I'm trying shorter videos on the weekend. So you want to be there at 10:30 on Saturday and 8:30 on Sunday, right when the video premieres. I'm doing the 8:30 time because Tom is busy with stuff at 8:30 in the morning on Sundays, and I can be there. Okay, he's got a radio thing that he does. He has, you know, he'll be working in the yard because it's not super hot yet. I can be there at 8:30. Our church is at 10:30. I cannot be there at 10:30, so that we can continue having a premiere, a place for you to check in, a place for you to fill your cup. It will be on Sundays at 8:30. Saturday will be at 10:30, and if for some reason that I'm not there, I should be there. But if I'm not, I will reach out and see if our you know, the other thing is Amber can fill in for me also. And of course, Kat and Big Mama are doing an amazing job. And so thank you for that. Okay. VIP on July 1st. Brand new challenge July 1st. You still have a week. Actually, yeah, a little more than a week to finish your June challenge. You guys, I did at least 6 things yesterday in less than 3 hours, maybe 2 hours. So I think it's one that you can do. So I don't think there is a Jules mailing list. Unless you're in that new group over there. And so that's something I've got to figure out. Okay. I'm going to go there. When I started, I knew that I started out, I came from a Happy Mail group. Okay. But I know how much work the Happy Mail and guarding, I feel, guarding your addresses is so important. And so Bonnie had come forward and she asked if she could do that. And she did that. She put that together. And so that became the jewels where the addresses were. So I'm looking at options to put something together so that we can have a place for our addresses to safely be. And so I've got to figure out how to do it and how to man it, how to keep it safe. So I know that people would like to be able to send Happy Mail, send cards, and things like that. So so that original Dear Julie Julie list that was in the jewels has gone away. It does not exist. And so and that group has become something else. And that is fine and wonderful. I wish them all well. But there is a separation. There is a definite separation there. It is no longer have anything to do with Dear Julie Julie. And so yeah. So we'll be figuring that out. Again, safety, integrity, and God's will. Those are my things. And so I have to weigh those out to figure out how to make that happen. Okay. Yeah. So thank you guys. Wow, several of you are still here. And there you go. That's that information. That's probably about as much as I will touch on that until we figure out a way that we can incorporate it into the way that we are running things now. Okay? So everybody, find something to celebrate. Find a cup to fill. Have an amazing day. I love you all. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Have an amazing day. Bye. Bye-bye. I have to figure out how to get out of here. They left voicemails.